today tragedy is in the Malang Kanjuruhan stadium. In the stadium, and a couple of days ago, which is Saturday. Saturday is October the first. October the 1st. About 125 people was died, and about a couple hundred, 225 people was injured. This because Persebaya versus Arema soccer competition was won by Persebaya 3-2. So 3 goals made by Persebaya and 2 goals made by Arema. This Arema flags in the Arema Stadium. This is the place where it was oversold ticket. It's supposed to be 120, I think about 20,000. They sold it 24,000, so 4,000 over capacity. And when they lost, as usual, the hooligan cannot accept any loss. So they chased down the Persebaya Football Club to the locker room, and also they chased down the Arema soccer player, so that way they can punish them for the team lost. So anyway, they chase them down, the police protect them. So they keep chasing them down, and the police try to control by shooting tear gas and try to stop them, but it's out of control. It's too many people. They all ransacked them, and then the police and the Arema support. It's only Arema supporters, because all Persebaya supporters not allowed to come in to watch the game. The reason, it will be a massacre. So that way, it's only one single side watching it, which is Arema. Though they still lost 3-2. So anyway, then so many deaths that everybody was mad. And also the foreign correspondent, or the journalists from foreigners like CNN or ABC or France 24 or DW, they're all blaming the police. The police was just trying to control the situation. But basically, they had to find a culprit. So this amok of Arema supporters means nothing for all the journalists in the world. So they just blame the police for killing these people, which is not true. So anyway, journalists was at the very low ebb. It just spread lies, and that way it will basically, it's a consequential that the government also have to investigate the police, and they have to punish the police no matter what, because the whole world already blamed the police. But I look at it as like, yes, the police is too combative against the supporters, but what if I'm the police themselves? I'll be terrified from getting pinned up by the supporters of Arema. So anyway, it making sense that they try to control it, but the only problem actually is oversold of the ticket, and then they did not open the gate when they tried to flee the tear gas. So that's what happened. And then because of that, it's Stampede. So if it's if it's a mass stampede, whose fault is it? The police or the stampeders? So anyway, let's say as it is. So as today in the United States, we had a tragedy in Florida. I think it's about around 170 people died from the hurricane Ivan or Ian, Hurricane Ian. Hurricane Ian went all the way from Florida to South Carolina, and in both states, it kills around 170 people. It took them by surprise, and actually it's not a surprise because everybody's already know. They've seen it in Puerto Rico when it hits Puerto Rico at the first place, and then Dominican Republic, and then finally Florida, and then South Carolina. So everybody should be aware of this from when it started before Puerto Rico. So anyway, everybody tried to deny it. They said, "Oh, there's going to be nothing." This is how it become so consequential and very deadly. So these two tragedies is pretty bad. I think, government people need to start regulate any of this, like early warning, like mandate, evacuation mandate. That way they don't have to rescue people. They don't have to put their manpower into a danger zone. So that's disaster of last week. Hope it will never happen again, and we are getting better in how to mitigate these disasters. And I'm sure we're human, we're not that stupid, so we can do it.